He's always doing wrestling promos. And I think this one does get into, he gets really, like, heated. The name of the video is Beat That SOB.
Oh, no, Alex, he's getting rock bottomed.
We keep accepting, I don't know, all the truth that's blatantly in front of us, and we don't go against it or something.
I'm thinking about, because I realize I start talking fast, hyperventilating, getting upset because I've got children. I know how short my life is. I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 in a few months. Seems like yesterday.
That guy's in his 30s?
Yeah, he doesn't look bad.
Jesus, how many cigars is he just smoking all the time?
Fishing with my grandfather. Seems like yesterday. The years go by like seconds. I really care about my children. I really care about your children. I care about a future. People call me a schmuck, you know, an
asshole,
no,
son of a
bitch,
a son of a bitch, a faggot. They call me a soft dick that comes.
They call me fat. They say my nickname's Gorilla Press.
It's got my head screwed on. And I know the Pentagon, I remember reading 15 years ago, said we're gathering everybody's biometric data so everyone can be tracked and hunter-killer robots can be dispatched.
What? They said that 15 years ago? It's pretty good, actually.
I love that people that...
Hunter-killer robots.
In 1998.
It's weird because he always starts out like, and his fans or his listeners, whatever, they just accept it like, oh yeah, they did. Of course, I'm not going to research that. And then the quote starts out like, you know, I guess I could see the Pentagon saying, you know, we do want to track people. We're going to do this. But also we're going to release hunter-killer robots.
Hunter-killer robot. It all caps all of a sudden. You realize that it is being run by like a machine. Hunter-killer robots will destroy everyone.
And also Starscream. We're gonna track you and we're gonna create a real Starscream.
Yeah, the government's going blink stalkers.
0001.
They're going blink stalkers. It's fast. Forge fast expand.
We're passing the 0100, Bill.
And we're developing specific, not just race-specific weapons, but individually specific bioweapons tailored to kill a certain person. And, you know, our cloning operations have gone well, you know, 20 years ago. And this is a decade ago. And I'm just like, hey, you know, they've got clones. You know they don't have rights because they're 1%, you know, plant or animal. You know they... Like,
What?
Whoa. Can I hear that again? Because I don't feel like it was able to penetrate my brain right.
But the best thing about it, because you've seen the sci-fi movies where there's the renegade like hacker guy on the news that's like, don't believe what you're told.
Yeah.
And he's right all the time. But like, what if he's really right? Like, what if he's the hero?
There's hunter-killer robots and shit.
We all know this. Where did he come up with that math?
This isn't even his overarching point. He's just going through that thing that already happened.
It's like these are the things we know.
Quick recap.
It's like Jurassic Park. It's like, well, that's the frog DNA. It's like, well, their DNA is 1% plant.
Yeah, now it's like Last of Us. People are plants.
bioweapons tailored to kill a certain person. And, you know, our cloning operations have gone well, you know, 20 years ago. And this is a decade ago. And I'm just like, hey, you know, they've got clones. You know they don't have rights because they're 1%, you know, plant or animal. You know, and they're like, oh, yeah, the crazy man. And I've just got all the documents.
Oh, yeah, we are.
That's true. We have written him off as, oh, the crazy man.
Oh, but I just have all the documents.
But why would we do that, Alex? Why would we think you're the crazy man?
Well, and he said plant and animal. Meaning that, like, not only have they figured out how to clone people using plant DNA, but they're like, hey, let's take it one step further. Let's use some animal DNA. We're doing both.
Making planimals.
And you got a comic book Spider-Man came out in, like, the 60s that was based on a real guy. He was a Spider-Man.
He was a Spider-Man. Sasquatch from Alpha Flight. This is not Bigfoot. He's already here. He's a man.
I'm sorry.
He's up there. He's in Canada.
And they make these TV shows. You know, Felicity. You think Felicity's not real? Felicity's real.
She's a real girl.
He's like a real person.
With real problems.
She's got real dilemmas. She's trying to figure them out in her day-to-day life.
You're just
You think it's easy? You look at the TV screen, you think it's easy? It's not easy.
You're looking in on Felicity's life, judging her haircut. That's a real girl.
Every TV is really just a box with tiny clones in it, and they look like everyone on the different channels.
That's another dimension. You're just watching another dimension. You're judging it.
You're this close to the Phantom Zone, brother. You don't even know it.
You're drinking water. That might be Alex Mack. It's a real girl. She turns into water.
The admissions, I mean, just They've got an artificially
right, play
intelligent.
the clip.
The Russians have got one. The West has them, looking at us through our computers, through our TVs, tracking everything we're doing. CNN now admits your TV is physically watching you, not just watching everything you do and tracking it. And
It's not just recorded video; it is physically watching you.
Has eyes
like
that
it's
move.
got a brain and it's thinking about you.
It's weird that he has real things that are true, and then he goes the
goes
other
crazy,
step. He
yeah.
goes the other step where it's like your cell phone can probably hear what you're doing,
But also, it's singing songs.
no,
when
but
you're
then
not
he's
around.
like, well, it's not only a cell phone, it's a TV. It's not only a TV. All this pens and paper that we've developed can read your mind. It's like he just keeps taking it another step where it's like, no, we know they're tracking us through our phones.
Yeah.
We know this. Like, why do you have to? I mean, you have a really valid thing to talk about right there.
Yeah, why do you kill your point?
Yeah.
Why do you kill your own point?
giant kill grid, and I can't get people upset about it. What the hell? I don't want to be. And there's all these egomaniacs and crazy media people
I mean,
who just want to.
you know what? I actually see where he's coming from. If he can't get people upset about a kill grid,
Yeah.
what the fuck can you get people upset about?
No, I know.
I can sense.
If you're shouting kill grid, kill grid, kill grid from the tallest mountain, and everyone's just like, shut up. like,
Yeah.
I would be furious as well.
Yeah. It must be really frustrating being him.
Oh, it must be.
Because can you imagine if you really thought this was real, which
And
he
no,
does,
and people wouldn't listen to you. They're
Yeah.
like, whatever. Bud.
and no one cares.
Yeah, kill grid.
Yeah. See you on the kill grid, idiot. What?
Yeah.
I don't care about your kids.
Kill grid's a character in Killer Instinct, right?
What the hell? I don't want to be. And there's all these egomaniacs and crazy media people that just want to be on TV and be famous. Don't you get it, you jackasses? There ain't any damn future if we don't beat this son of a bitch. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to talk like that, but I can't keep doing this radio show and sitting up here and reporting all these reams of crap. Like it's, I don't even want to be competitive with people. I don't even want to be up here challenging other media people. I look at the egomaniacs,
Mission
just
successful.
ripping narcissism. When I watch Fox News or CNN, all of them feel like they've arrived and they're all in a power trip because they're in some studio on TV. I mean, who cares? None of it matters.
Wow.
It seemed like you care a little bit.
Wow. Whatever he's talking about, he's passionate about.
Yeah,
it.
he really.
He really is cutting a promo, though.
Yeah, whatever he's getting at, and do you think it's penciled in where it's like getting hyped on this part?
Yeah,
right?
and now you're gonna start getting really
Get
upset.
really upset on
Talk
this one.
about the kill grid.
Make sure you mention the
You need
kill
to
grid.
talk about the kill
And I
grid.
want-
Why
start-
couldn't he elaborate on this kill grid, please?
Yeah, maybe I'd be more outraged if I knew what the kill grid was.
Well-
Is that where the hunter-killer robots live? It sounds like where they'd live.
It's all make-believe while the globalists set up the end, while the globalists set up the demise of our society and our civilization. We've been cut out of the future. The globalists have decided to radically re-engineer everything. And every time I talk to a professor or a zoologist specialist in viruses,
Or even just someone in my neighborhood.
Whenever I talk to a professor or this very specific other type of
Or a barista at Starbucks.
I'm constantly losing track of how many zoologists I've talked to. I
there
can't
any-
keep their goddamn names straight. There's so many zoologists. I got a pocket full of business cards. When I sit down, it's uncomfortable because it's full of business cards from zoologists.
hey, zoologist, you think there's animals and clones? Well, if there is, it's like less than 1%. 1%! 1%!
or anytime I talk to a parking meter because they're listening, you know.
I know you hear me, you son of a bitch. And I know I don't need to put money in you.
It'll come and get you.
Just yelling, at,
Snowmen have peepers!
just yelling,
Peepers to watch!
yelling at a tree. I'm not gonna let you be 1% of me, you son of a bitch.
Hey, we don't serve trees around here. Why don't you go after your own kind? Go hang out in the forest.
You know, you're
He just
hanging
goes sticks his feet in some damp soil.
Yeah.
Hey, we're looking to start a barn fire. Looking for a little tree.
Who's this? Who's this?
He's one of the townsfolk.
Instead of lynching black people and trees, they're lynching
Stay away
trees
from
off
me.
of really tall. Like,
Yeah.
like LeBron James has his arms out, and they're just like lynching trees from his arms.
Hey, Barkskin.
Leave me alone.
Hey,
Looking for
hey,
some
Barky, over here, Barky.
Hey, Barky.
Stop trying to whittle me.
We're looking for some kindling over here.
I'm a person just like you. I have rights, civil rights.
You make me sick.
You have no rights. You're 1% tree.
Ah, damn my tree blood.
The little tree.
Get out of here, Twigger. What are you, Twigger, doing in my
Oh
time?
man, how do we miss that? Jake with the fucking A+ poll.
That's right. Racism.
All these people I know and run into, they go, well, Alex, the public is dumb and ugly, and they deserve to die. And
Man, how many T-shirts can we come up with this episode?
The public is dumb and ugly, and they deserve to die.
Man, this
That's
guy.
what the zoologists selling.
Well, that's because the zoologists are chlorophylled with hate.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm never
they're one
going to a
part tree.
fucking zoo again.
Yeah.
Apparently they hate people.
zoologists, specialists in viruses, and all these people I know and run into, they go, well, Alex, the public is dumb and ugly, and they deserve to die. And I go, don't you get that you're not in the winning club? Well, yeah, that's why I live in Wimberley and hide out. I know. Well, then why aren't you doing something about it? Just because you know about what's
Wimberley?
going on.
Tennis club.
What is Wimberley?
It sounds like
Yeah,
they're
it's what Venus Williams won this
It
year.
sounds like these are militia zoologists that hide out in the woods. Like
Why are they
stockpile.
zoologists then?
I don't know. Like so they can study the animals they catch.
He's
and
a
eat.
zoologist in quotes.
Well, then why aren't you doing something about it? Just
producers
because
are trying to
you
play 'em out.
know
They're like,
about
all right,
what's going
yeah, all right,
on
enough.
doesn't mean it gives you power over it. I mean, folks, well, you're
are
in a
raising
science
it up.
fiction movie. AI computers are watching and tracking you for the day to give the order to send hunter-killer robots to kill you. That's if you're dug in.
Yeah, I'm dug in Wimberley. Ain't touching me there, hunter-killer robots.
So if you're not dug in, they're not going to kill you? That's good.
Hunter Killer Robots is a badass name for something.